With today's healthcare and the run-of-the-mill treatments being offered, Genesis Rehab provides a plan that is tailored to you. We administer individualized treatment in private rooms with the one-on-one care that you need to heal. If you are living with pain or have an injury, schedule your appointment today.
We'll make you feel much better. Genesis Rehab.
What's up, Lake Central? I'm Yusuf Namari.
And I'm Riley Nestrick, and we're your social media editors.
Make sure you follow Lake Central on all of our social media platforms.
You can follow us on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Catch you later, Elsie.
Good evening and welcome to Lake Central High School, home of Lake Central Indians basketball. Tonight we'd like to welcome our guests and fellow members of the Duneland Athletic Conference, the players, coaches, faculty, and fans of Valparaiso High School as they travel to St. John this evening to take on your Lake Central Indians. Fans, tonight's game is part of the Coaches vs. Cancer program, a program created to help raise awareness for the fight against cancer. For over 25 years, the program, in collaboration with the National Association of Basketball Coaches, has united coaches and fans nationwide to help the American Cancer Society defeat a common enemy, cancer. With your passion and dedicated support, the impact has been felt in communities nationwide. The program leverages the personal experiences, community leadership, and professional excellence of basketball coaches nationwide to increase cancer awareness and promote healthy living through year-round awareness efforts, fundraising activities, and advocacy programs. This evening, the girls and boys basketball teams from Lake Central and Valparaiso High School will be participating in a Coaches vs. Cancer event, and tonight we will be collecting donations to help fund the fight against cancer. Please consider a donation if possible. Your generosity is appreciated. At this time, we would ask that everyone please be seated, and would only the brave individuals who are currently fighting or have fought cancer please stand for a moment of recognition. Thank you. Your courage, toughness, and strength is inspiring. At this time, we ask everyone please rise and gentlemen confer your caps. We honor America and those who have served and are currently serving to protect its freedom. For the playing of our national anthem. Fans, as a reminder, the members of the Indiana High School Athletic Association and Juneland Athletic Conference tonight's team play with the philosophy of good sportsmanship. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and may be grounds for removal from tonight's contest. As a result, the high school encourages all players, coaches, officials, and spectators to show good sportsmanship this evening, and we thank you for your support of high school athletics. The officials for tonight's contest are led by Emery Keller and Jim Schmidt. Now, please bear in mind for tonight's game first for the visiting Valparaiso Vikings. At guard 5'7", senior, number 11, Leah Furter. At guard 5'3", senior, number 21, Sarah Ellis. At guard 5'10", junior, number 33, Keon Bolden. At forward 5'8", senior, number 25, Shea Pendleton. And at forward 5'7", sophomore, number 31, Bo, Alec Ghana. The Vikings have earned 12-8, 2-4 in the AAC. That goes to the Vikings number 6 season at Valparaiso with Katie Wilson. Season 6 by Riley Zimmer and Kevin Gertz. And now let's begin the starting lineup for your Lake Central Indians. Number 6'1", sophomore, number 24, Amanda Williams. At guard 5'6", senior, number 10, Leon Morales. At guard 5'8", senior, number 11, Jen Modric. At center, 6'8", senior, number 23, Allie Orski. At forward, 5'11", senior, number 21, Taylor Jackson. The Indian number Taylor, 11, 10, 2-4 in the AAC. Goes to the Indians now, season number 4 for the Hubble. He's by Colorado, Shea Jones.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lake Central High School. Tonight for the first game of our doubleheader, it's the varsity girls team versus Valpo, and then later tonight we've got the varsity boys team coming up. My name is Josh Burnett. Alongside me is my partner, Simon Culp. And, we've got both these teams are warming up here down the stretch. The boys team is on a 3-game winning streak. Girls team is moving up in, all the polls, really. And Lake Central's going to win this tip-off here. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Night, which is why the jerseys are pink. Amanda Blevins is out there, Jen Tomasic, Tiana Morales, Ali Malarski, and, of course, Taylor Jaksich. Jaksich just recently signed officially to Indiana University Northwest, proud to be a Red Hawk. She just signed hours before this game, actually. And Blevins comes up with the steal there. And, something else, Simon, happy formal weekend. If you're wondering why, everyone's looking a little bit orange, spray tans, can't really go out in the sun during formal weekend, so got to hit up LA Tan or something.
Absolutely, and safe driving to anyone that is driving this weekend, as I know that the roads might get a little icy soon enough.
Yeah, it's not the best forecast coming up. Let me check here, because, yes, so starting at midnight tonight, 70% chance of snow. That's going to evolve to 80% chance at 4, and then back down to 70% chance at 7. Then it's going to continue all the way to 60% chance of snow at 1, and then 50% chance at 4, which is when, most people like to take pictures for the dance. Doors open at 5:30. Make sure to bring your ID in order to get in. And, LC, we didn't really have the big homecoming football game this year, as that got rained out this year. Sucks for a lot of the seniors, myself, my partner Giovanni included. We were looking forward to that game, and it got rained out. Had to come here Saturday morning, so, luckily can't get rained out in a gym.
Yes, sir.
And Lake Central off to an early 4-0 lead here.
And the ball will stay with Valpo.
So, looking at this Valpo roster, Simon, they say basketball is becoming more and more positionless each year in both the NBA, college, and high school. There are 2 forwards, 1 guard/forward. Everything else is a guard for the Valparaiso roster.
And I think that this could actually prove very problematic for them if they don't have any answers to Ali Malarski, who may be putting up quite a few points this game.
Yeah, I was talking to Taylor Jaksich, Ali Malarski, and Julia Narat, a senior trio on the basketball team. And, Julia and Taylor both said make sure to refer to Ali as Michael Jordan tonight because she's wearing 23. So Jaksich tried to go inside to Michael Jordan there. Couldn't find anything, and a wide open Valpo girl. That was number 21, Sarah Douglas, off the mark from 3.
And a great pump fake there, and a bucket for Jen Tomasic.
And we've also got our timeouts in pink here tonight for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. As you could also see, the fan section all decked out in pink, as well as our JV cheer team here tonight. Varsity will be coming for the boys game, I do believe, and that one goes over Morales' head, scooped up by Valpo, and in Valpo's on the board for the second time tonight, 6-4 here. That was number 31, Bolanli Ayengade. And she heads to the line, hits her first one. And Essence Johnson, wearing number 14 today, getting ready to check in. And that shot was up, and it's good. That was number 11, Aaliyah Ferngren, senior for Valpo, and she gets called for a foul there.
And you don't actually see that very often, especially in high school girls basketball, where someone gets a rebound off of the free throw and actually gets a shot back up and gets some points on the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they drew it up like that, but definitely worked out in their favor for Candy Wilson, head coach of Valpo. Johnson dishes it to Blevins, who hits Udsies in the paint. No good. Malarski grabbed that, and a judgment called there for the ref. And it's going to go back to LC.
And it looks like Michael Jordan will be passing it in for Lake Central.
And Tomsick had a look there, hesitated though. Dishes it to Malarski, who puts it up and gets it.
Another quick 2 for Mike tonight, and I'm sure it won't be the last.
And that one's batted up in the air by Johnson. Levin's able to grab it, just barely gets it to keep it away from the turnover. As Tomsick plucks that one out of the air. Malarski grabs it, hits Johnson for 3. No good, just slightly off the mark there. And Valpo will take the ball here. 8-7. Lake Central in the lead. And Taylor Jaksic going over to the scorers table, getting ready to check in, as well as number 13, Maddie Molnar. And travel call there. Sarah Douglas took a little too many steps there. Valpo, Simon, staying aggressive here on the press, forcing LC to move quickly.
Which seemed to be working out in Valpo's favor for a while there, but Lake Central looks as if they now know how to break that press.
And Malarski will get that one and dishes it out of bounds, nearly takes out a camera person there. One of our many publications staffers here at LC. And Udsies gets the board. Johnson bringing it up now. Fires, but out of bounds. Right over there by, I believe that might be Hunter Zazowski. Injured boys basketball player there.
And it looks like the Vikings are playing very aggressively this game.
Yeah, and you know, if you want to do a good job against this Indians team, you got to play quickly and you got to stay on that gas pedal.
But how much gas can you really have before you run out?
I was just about to say that. Good analogy there. Douglas dishes it to Benjamin.
No good.
And the Lady Indians will head to the line here. for a chance at 2. Essence Johnson up there, and Tiana Morales getting ready to check in now as well. And Madison Dolsky is going to join her over at the scoring table. And Johnson's first free throw attempt, no good. Dolsky comes in for Tomsic. And Morales, you got to believe, is going to come in for Essence Johnson now. And she will. So Johnson, 1-1 from the free throw line. Lake Central ball. Snagged up by our Indian Jimmy Sagas, Brock Bevel, and Joey Delicardo. And Jaksich's shot is good from 3.
And
7-point lead now.
amazing ball handling there by Lake Central, just getting it up court in a matter of maybe 2 to 3 seconds and just getting that shot right up.
Yeah, if you're going to play aggressive, you know, you got to be ready for the other team to respond. Can't slow it down and beat an aggressive team. Got to get up to their level, and that's an air ball there from number 11. And another missed shot there by Amelia Benjamin, sophomore guard for Valpo. And Maddie Molnar will check out, and Kylie Blevins will check in for Ali Malarski. And that one's tipped out of bounds by Valpo. Coach Hupp looked like he thought that was off an LC player, but alas, Lake Central will get the ball. And another chance, and there goes the chance.
Ferngren getting a quick 2.
Valpo seeming now to slow down on defense here. And Dolsky's looking for a timeout. Took a while to get one there. And so, Simon, what's LC got to do to maintain this lead throughout the game? Haven't been down yet this game, but you know, it's obviously a lot of game time left.
Well,
and a lot of, you know, it's a pretty close game right now.
Yes, and I think that the Lady Indians here are going to have to keep the turnovers low and really just watch out for that press by the Vikings this game.
And the Indians trying to find something, and a double dribble is called. And Valpo will take possession now with 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Both teams doing a relatively good job staying out of foul trouble. Only 5 total here. 2 for Lake Central, 3 for Valpo, and that shot's blocked. But a foul is called. That was Kylie Blevins. So now Valpo will head to the line for a chance at 2. It's number 33, Kiana Oling. And the first shot attempt is good, making it a 4-point game with 17.1 seconds left now in the first quarter. And the second shot is good. Odzies and Morales bringing it up now. And that was off of number 25, Shea Pendleton's foot for Valpo. As Jaksic will inbound. Just under 10 seconds to go here, 9.7 to be exact. And Morales putting them in the spin cycle there, and Blevins lost that one. It's Kylie Blevins out there. 2 seconds left. Valpo's got to heave it. Didn't get the shot off. Got relatively close there, but close but no cigar. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
You're beginning to feel much better. Genesis Rehab.
With today's healthcare and the run-of-the-mill treatments being offered, Genesis Rehab provides a plan that is tailored to you. We administer individualized treatment in private rooms with the one-on-one care that you need to heal. If you are living with pain or have an injury, schedule your appointment today.
We'll make you feel much better. Genesis Rehab.
What's up, Lake Central? I'm Yusuf Namari.
And I'm Riley Nestrick, and we're your social media editors.
Make sure you follow Lake Central on all of our social media platforms.
You can follow us on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Catch you later, Elsie.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Got a tight ball game here, as the Lady Indians lead the Lady Vikings 14-11. And it was a pretty interesting first quarter, Simon. You know, we saw a couple different defensive strategies from Valpo, staying aggressive, kind of, you know, giving them some more room. And I feel like that really just depends on who's out there. When Ngade is out there for Valpo, they seem to be a whole lot more aggressive on defense, attacking as Lake Central brings it up the court. And Jaksic gets the block.
And it's interesting that we were actually talking about how they have so many guards, because right now they have a fleet of all guards out right now for the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, especially high school basketball in particular, you know, it's really, really positionless. You know, if we want to go over the boys roster for, say, Lake Central, you know, you've got Kyle Blum, 6'4", as a forward. Ami Katra, 6'6". But, you know, there's really no telling, you know, what position a guy's going to play, because I know, you know, it's crazy to compare players to, you know, the pros, but if you were going to be in the pros, you'd be pretty small if you were, say, 5 foot something, like some of the boys are on the team. Valpo takes the 3 ball, no good. Can't get any threes to fall tonight for Valpo. But a lot of tipped balls, as that one goes up and out of bounds there.
Looked like Jaksic was going for Odzies in the corner again for a possible 3 look.
And Morales able to get there. Dishes it to Odzies. Now trying to work against the double team. And Morales just got Jaksic from 3. Shot is off the mark. Just overshot it slightly. And Morales gets the steal. Stripped it right out of her hands. As Odzies got blocked. Thought there was a foul called, but instead it's going to be a travel. As Essence Johnson getting ready to check in now. And Amanda Blevins also heading over to the scores table, coming in for Taylor Jaksich.
And looked like it was blocked a little bit by Blevins there, but a steal for the Vikings.
And somehow Ferngren ended up on the ground there. And she's walking with a bit of a limp. She's at the line shooting 2. Clearly a bit shaken up though. And the first shot, no good. Jaksich gonna check back into the game now for Amanda Blevins. So to the bench she went, and then in she went again. And Johnson able to get it across half court. Finds Malarski, who dishes it outside to Udzies for 3, no good. And it's gonna be Lake Central ball still.
About 5.5 minutes left to go in the half. Lake Central still up by 4 points here. And dish to Malarski, but no good. Oatsy's taking it in, gets a quick 2.
And we've got the Valpo boys team cheering on their team, being the fan section for now. And Valpo having, I'd say, a fairly good year in sports. State runner-ups in Class 5A. Let's see what else. Their basketball teams are doing, fairly good, better than they have in recent years.
Absolutely, and I think you can see, especially with their, looks like main point guard, Aaliyah Ferngren, her ball handling has been exceptional so far this game.
Yeah, definitely got some athletes out there as Jaksich, the Red Hawk, hits that mid-range jumper, and a timeout is called by Valpo. And out come the Lake Central cheerleaders. And timeout should be coming to an end soon here. Jaksich, Tomsic, Udzies, Johnson, and Malarski all out there for the Lady Indians. And Jaksich gets the quick steal there. Gets the behind the back dribble. Post up and gets it. What a play there by Taylor Jaksich, going coast to coast. Doing everything she could to put some points up on the board, making it a 10-point lead now. And in essence, Johnson comes up with the board there.
And you really love to see this just fast-paced play from the Lake Central Lady Indians here.
Yeah, I know as, commentators, we're also fans as well, and no fan really likes to see a slow, defensive-orientated game. That could go for any level. Everyone wants to see some offense going.
Absolutely.
And lucky for us, that's what we're getting here tonight. Udzi's three is good. Lake Central heating up from the line.
Odzi seeming to be on from 3 this game. Just cannot miss.
Yeah, especially recently here in the second quarter, all of LC, it seems, has begun to heat up. And Johnson comes up with it, and Tomsick ended up going off her fingers. And Ferngren gets the quick answer there.
But Lake Central really not looking too shaken about these few points that are trickling in here.
And the play is stopped. And a foul on Kiana Oling. Off-ball foul, so Morales will inbound now. And watch out for Tomsick from the corner. And a little bit of a low pass. Looked like she had a shot, but Molnar now going down, lost it under the basket. Gotta be heartbreaking if you're Molnar there, as you had it all going for you, and then you're right there and you lost it. And Malarski puts it up and gets it.
She may have been intimidated by the loud footsteps that she heard stomping behind her.
Yeah, the LC student section, got to be prepared for all of it.
It's a lot to take in at the burial grounds.
Yes, sir, the best fan section in the region.
That's what they say.
And Odzi's lost it, got it back, lost it again. Valpo loses it. Morales hits Malarski. What's going on? Malarski gets it. Gonna have to go back and watch that in slow motion during halftime.
Absolutely, and just absolutely aggressive play from both teams here. Just turnover after turnover, but just really, really about going for the ball right now.
And Udzi's loses that one there.
And the Vikings looking to inbounds it. Can't seem to find much. And it looks like it will stay with them.
And a foul is called. As now Amelia Benjamin will head to the line. Benjamin not having the best night shooting-wise, but looking to get something started here. And never mind, she will not head to the line. Jaksic coming in for Essence Johnson. Matched up on Maddie Molnar. And a foul is called and one. Not what you want if you're LC, as you can hear the pop of Coach Hupp's papers there.
Absolutely. No matter how many points ahead you are, you really just don't want to give the other team these and one opportunities.
Yeah, and now back to a 10-point game. As Malarski gets it, finds Tomsick, but whistle was blown. Oh, excuse me. Now Valpo one away from the bonus. Or, excuse me, Lake Central one away from the bonus. Valpo is already in the bonus.
Looks like it was a foul on the rebound there, which sent Valpo to the line.
Yeah, that was on Abby Udsies, her second of the night. And Molnar's free throws are good. 8-point game now. As Morales trying to find something there. Valpo staying aggressive on defense, not bringing a double team here though. Jaksic with a long three, wets it. Nothing but net.
And what's it gonna take for these Lake Central Lady Indians to miss tonight from 3?
And I think that right there is why we are seeing Taylor Jaksic got a scholarship, and right there missing on the layup. As Kylie Blevins getting ready to check in now. Lake Central has entered the bonus. Malarski's shot is up, in, and out. Since Johnson checking in for Abby Udsies for the Lady Indians. Coach Hupp, not being, he's being resourceful with all the substitutions. Yeah, he's made a lot of them tonight.
Absolutely, and you love to see him trying to keep the whole team really fresh and just active on the court.
It seems to be working wonders so far for the Lady Indians. And something we forgot to mention, Simon, the Lady Indians are coming off their last home game was a huge win. A 40-point-plus win against Gary Westside. So definitely got some momentum going their way with that. And Tomsick trying to find something, hits Morales, who puts up 3, no good. And Frengren also unable to hit the 3. Timeout is called. And Simon, an underrated factor that we could talk about during this timeout for the Lady Indians is they had a very tough schedule to start off the game, or start off the season. We saw them, they were 2-9, I believe, at one point, and now they are above 500, which is a great turnaround, but they went up against some really good teams. They probably went up against the best player in the state, Sydney Parrish, committed to Oregon, number 10 recruit in the country, number 2 guard in the country. She came here very early on in the season, and a lot of these girls, they'll tell you, yeah, we had a tough start to the season, but that only made us stronger, and it's, helping us get to where we are today for the games that really matter, these DAC championship or DAC meetings.
Absolutely, and I think it's also the fact that at the start of the season, you're still kind of getting used to everyone new on the team and just getting acquainted with everything. But now they seem to be really comfortable with their whole roster, and they've been doing a great job.
And of course, Jaksic is also injured early on in the season. Johnson pulls the three, no good. Jaksic gets it, but she stepped out of bounds with 2.8 seconds left. So it's going to be Valpo ball, and I feel like we saw this before where it looked like they could have pulled the full court shot, but they didn't. They do here, and they completely overshoot it into the student section. And we'll be right back after this, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after halftime. Good news, no harm, no foul in the student section after the full court shot by Valpo. And the Indians are up by 12 here, 34-22. And Valpo able to keep that one in, but it ends up right into Tiana Morales' hands.
And Ellie Malarski looking for something down low, doesn't get it. Valpo with the rebound.
And we've got a pretty packed house here tonight, Simon. We've got, a lot of fans, obviously, since both boys and girls are playing. We've got our cheer team here. We've got a couple coaches and teachers as well.
And looked like Lake Central looking for a foul there. Didn't get one.
And Valpo trying to get inside, unable to get it there. And Valpo, looks like Valpo's coach walking down with some pizza. Definitely got me pretty hungry. Gonna be here for a long night. As, like we said earlier, make sure to tune in later for the boys game. Simon's got to go leave, get a spray tan for formal. So my partner Giovanni Alcantara will be joining me.
Yes, sir, but I hope you don't have to stay too late since I know you have to go dress shopping in the morning, so.
Yeah, I gotta wake up bright and early for that.
Absolutely.
Still don't know what colors I'm wearing. As Taylor Jaksic heads to the line. I'm thinking maybe pink and blue based on these Lake Central jerseys.
Well, a surprise is always nice.
And Jaksic hits both free throws. And Valpo gets that one there to strike for the first time this half.
Valpo continuing to do a great job this half of finding those passing lanes.
And Malarski gets that one up there. And the whistle is blown. LC student section not too happy about that one, as the student section is slowly but surely getting fuller, seems like every time we look over there. Now they are up on their feet. And Malarski gets the tip. And that one's out of bounds there. It was number 21, Sarah Douglas, throwing it away. And Odzies tried to hit Jaksic, was broken up there by Sarah Douglas. But Lady Indians will retain possession.
And travel called on Lake Central.
Yeah, LC not too happy about all that. And now Sarah Douglas will take it up at the top of the key. And Udzi's able to keep that ball in bounds, dishes it to Malarski, who finds Tomsic, puts it up and gets it. So now Aaliyah Ferngren bringing it up for Valpo, as this game is slowly starting to get away from the Lady Vikings. And that Sarah Douglas missed three will not help them. But this could. As Ferngren gets that one there on the breakaway. 14-point game with 4:40 left in the third quarter. As Essence Johnson will check in for Tiana Morales. Lots of substitutions here tonight.
Yes, and as we talked about earlier, Josh, Coach Hupp has been doing just a great job of keeping his players fresh so far this game, and I hope to see him continue this in further games especially.
And like we said earlier, it's working out for them. Don't see any reason to stop it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Absolutely.
And Malarski somehow comes up with that, loses it, going up, finds it, and off of Udzi's foot, and Udzi's loses it again. And Essence Johnson gets the block, no foul called. It's gonna stick with Valpo, but great job there by Essence Johnson. Tanaka called for the foul as Tiana Morales coming in, and she's coming in for Essence Johnson. I feel like it hasn't even been 10 seconds with Essence Johnson out there on the court. Feel bad for whoever's logging minutes. As Morales now streaking up the court. Goes to cut inside, puts it up. No good, but she was fouled on the way up. Will head to the line for 2.
And great job by Morales there, just trying to get a couple quick points by driving straight to the basket and just trying to get a quick 2.
And her first shot is good. And the second shot, no good. Off the mark there. And Morales trying to dish it to Malarski. Broken up, but Malarski somehow came up with it after a couple sloppy seconds. And Morales puts it up off the rim. And a foul is called against Lake Central. Don't believe that I saw that at all, as Sarah Douglas just kept backing into Jen Tomsic and eventually looked like she went to go sit down on her feet. But nothing we could do about it up here, but they could hear the communicative groan from all the LC fans and parents here.
And I think, if anything, that they've just made the Lady Indians here a little bit more angry at them and possibly turned the tides not in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a, looking at it, it's been a relatively sloppy second half so far for both teams. It seems like there's not a pass now for the Lady Indians that isn't, being tipped up in the air or fought for on the ground.
Absolutely. And I don't even know if I would use sloppy as much as I would just use slow and defensive right now.
Right there. That was Amelia Benjamin who got the steal and the fast break and missed the wide open layup. And the ruling on this one will go towards Lake Central. Essence Johnson coming in for Tiana Morales. Gonna have to start logging points per 15 seconds with the way that Hupp is substituting everyone right now, and that one goes out of bounds. It's gonna, oh, excuse me. It's gonna stick with Lake Central. And Essence Johnson loses it. Benjamin drives, blocked by Johnson, a clean block again. And listen to that LC student section there, getting into this one. And now Benjamin answers after getting blocked twice. And Udzis keeps it in bounds but gives it right to Valpo as Johnson tried to swat it again. And Benjamin gives it right to Tomsic. Everyone's finding the wrong players. And Malarski gets it. And Matty Molnar getting ready to check in for the Vikings.
And great vision by Lake Central there, seeing the quick pass down court and then down to Malarski for a quick 2.
As Jaksic lost it, wanted a kicked ball violation, didn't get it. Udzis goes inside, and the shot's waved off. And it's gonna be Valpo ball. And I don't know about that series there. Valpo now trying to slow it down, clean up their play a bit. And forget all about what I just said about cleaning up the play. Lake Central ball now. And Johnson hits Udzis, goes back to Johnson. Central going inside. It was Blevins, Kylie Blevins there, wearing number 35 today. And Essence Johnson threw that one right to Douglas. Or excuse me, that was Amelia Benjamin. Molnar missed the shot, and then on the putback, it was number 25, Shea Pendleton, missing the shot. So still a 10-point game for Lake Central. But it seems like Lake Central's playing down to their competition right now, as that was Amelia Benjamin getting the and one opportunity again. Got to be careful not to choke this lead away if you're the Indians.
And we've seen it quite a few times before this season from the Lady Indians. Hopefully not looking to see it today.
And the and one opportunity was good, as Johnson hits Tomsic, who was shoved out of bounds. So Lake Central will keep possession.
And I really think that was a well-needed foul call from these refs right now.
Yeah, we saw Valpo. You know, they tried to slow it down a bit. Let's see if Lake Central tries to do that. Doesn't seem like they will, as Benjamin is bringing the full court press. Pass was a little high. Tomsic from 3 off the rim. Udzis finds Jaksic, who pulls it. No good. Off the rim again.
The Vikings looking to put up a 3 there. No good. Jaksic looking for Odzies in the corner. Good for 3.
That's exactly what LC needed there, Simon.
Absolutely. Just something to get the momentum going for them.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell which team the momentum's pointing for right now, as there's a lot of sloppy play out there.
.12 seconds to play.
And shot is no good. Rebounded by Kylie Blevins. Have not called her sister's name in a while, as dishing it inside to Tomsick as time expires. Do you believe me if I said it was a turnover? Doesn't matter. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
You're beginning to feel much better. Genesis Rehab.
With today's healthcare and the run-of-the-mill treatments being offered, Genesis Rehab provides a plan that is tailored to you. We administer individualized treatment in private rooms with the one-on-one care that you need to heal. If you are living with pain or have an injury, schedule your appointment today.
We'll make you feel much better. Genesis Rehab.
What's up, Lake Central? I'm Yusuf Namari.
And I'm Riley Nestrick, and we're your social media editors.
Make sure you follow Lake Central on all of our social media platforms.
You can follow us on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Catch you later, LC.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes left in the ball game here, as the Lady Indians have a 10-point lead following a very sloppy start to the second half, as it really just seemed like neither team could get anything going. You know, there was a lot of turnovers, a lot of tipped passes that somehow ended up in the right player's hands. Some ended up in the wrong player's hands. For, you know, both teams. Doesn't matter what color you're wearing. Pink in our case tonight, or green. It's in Valpo's case, and Molnar goes down there.
And I think we have to give those turnovers up to the fact that Valpo has been playing so aggressive on defense here.
And Udzies gets the steal now with the fast break. Goes inside off the mark. Malarski gets it, puts it up, no good. Molnar gets the rebound. Tomsick tips it out of bounds. I'm going to run out of breath. Somebody please get me an oxygen tank. Don't know how I'm going to survive until the next game. And Malarski almost came away with that. Valpo pulls up from 3, no good. Odzies takes the 3 now. No good.
Good rebound by Valpo there.
And Benjamin from 3 off the mark. Jaksic going to bring it up now. Benjamin bringing the press. Jaksic shaking her. Dishing it to Tomsick. Back to Jaksic now. Going inside, gets it. And a timeout is called. That's going to be a Lake Central timeout. And Lake Central now with a 12-point lead. 6:41 left here. As Valpo talking it over. I see one coach in a full green suit, looking like a leprechaun. Don't know if you can't see him on your screen, but definitely caught my eye. Love to see him in front of a green screen, actually. Wonder if maybe that's the boys' coach. Guess we'll find out on the next episode of Lake Central Livestream.
Absolutely riveting, Josh. Absolutely riveting.
Thank you, thank you. I try. And it's going to be number 33, Kiana Oling, bringing it in for Valpo. As Ferngren trying to work something there, loses it. Jaksic gets it, drives inside, loses it. Molnar grabbed it and there's a foul called on the play. I believe it was Molnar who was fouled. And Valpo now in the bonus. That is the 7th foul. So Molnar will head to the line for the chance at 1. If she makes it, then she gets the chance for another one. And the first shot is good. Looking for the extra one here.
And the Vikings getting the ball, putting it up, not getting it to go, but a foul is called. And Valpo is back at the line.
And it's Bolanle Ayagande at the line, misses her first one. Looking to bring this one within 10. And she cannot. Now Morales dishes it to Jaksic. And that one goes back, and Jaksic saying it was tipped. Ref saying it's Valpo's ball. And definitely made me a little nervous there, seeing Jaksic a little slow to get up, especially knowing her history with her knee, and I don't know who that was to. That was a terrible pass there by Valpo. That one was to the coach, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they were trying to send it up here and they thought we were on the other side of the gym. Who knows? And Valpo, I don't know why you would touch that if you were one of those players. That was presumably going to go out of bounds and go back to Valpo, but Valpo got a little bit too greedy there. 5:49 left in the game. And Morales being double teamed, got to get it across half court. She does. Finds Tomsic, who drives inside and gets blocked. No foul call.
Malarski with the board. Morales bringing it down court to Tomsic.
Tomsic gets it there. And Amanda Blevins, a name we haven't called in a while, getting ready to check in now. And big time collision there. Jaksic, Malarski, and Ferngren all end up on the ground. Ferngren not too excited. And Ferngren and Molnar will check out for Valpo. And Tomsic tried to get it to Malarski, couldn't get it there. Ends up in Blevins' hands, and now Udzies takes the shot. No good. Rebounded by number 21, Sarah Douglas. And that's number 25 there, Shea Pendleton. Getting Valpo back on the board, 39-50, 11-point game. 4:20 left in the game. And Malarski keeping the Indians hot here. And Benjamin takes the three off the mark. Had a wide open look at it. And a travel call there as Udzies moved her pivot foot. Number 15, Kristen Bukata, freshman for Valpo, checking into the game. And Pendleton gets the basket there, and Valpo will call a timeout. 3 timeouts for both teams, 8 fouls for the Indians, 6 for the Vikings. Valpo in the bonus here with 3:42 left. Still an 11-point Indians lead. And Morales and Udzies will take it up now. Udzies facing the double team. Out of bounds it goes. Gonna stick with the Lady Indians, however. And with the way this game has been going, gotta assume the Lady Indians are gonna be able to hold on. They have throughout all this game.
Looks like they're playing a bit of keep away in the corner here.
Yeah, and Tomsic loses the ball, and then Pendleton lost the ball. And Morales able to keep it in bounds, dishes it to Amanda Blevins. Foul is called against Valpo. That's going to be on Shea Pendleton. And Essence Johnson getting ready to check into the ball game here. And that shot is no good. And just a quick reminder, we do have another game coming up after this one as the boys basketball teams will face off now.
First shot is good.
And since Johnson gets the rebound, and Ferngren somehow comes up with it, and then the Vikings lose the ball. It's number 33, Kiana Oling, the intended target on that pass, sitting right under the basket. As Benjamin playing with some fierceness on defense. Just see ball, get ball, attack ball. Udsies puts it up. No foul was called. And now Pendleton going down the court. And foul is called there. As Udsies got ran over and took the blocking foul. Obviously not what she intended to do, but feet were never set. So Valpo's going to head to the line. It's currently a 10-point game. This has felt like a relatively long game here, Simon. And I'm sure that's not what Lake Central wants with it being a doubleheader here tonight. Definitely probably hoping to speed it up down the end. But all in all, it's been a great game so far. It's kept us all on the edge of our seats, mainly because we don't know what's happening. But seems to have worked out, and Valpo gets the steal and the and one opportunity.
And Lake Central seeming to just lose control of what's going on.
This is going to make it a 5-point game if she hits this one here. It's Kiana Oling at the line, junior guard, listed at 5'10".
Lake Central just seeming to have big problems with the Vikings press right now. And the Vikings are just being too aggressive for this Lake Central offense.
And something to point out, Oling is the tallest player that we have called out tonight, listed at 5'10". Sydney Vorrier and Hannah Fields, the two other players taller than her, both listed as forwards, so we have not seen a single player who is not a guard in this game. For Valpo, at least. Of course, on LC. You know, they're kind of always positionless, but we know who's who sometimes.
I mean, with Michael Jordan out on the court.
And timeout seems to be wrapping up hopefully soon. And the fan section as well keeps piling up. Gym keeps getting more and more crowded. Love to see this type of atmosphere here for both teams, both boys and girls. And it's going to be Oling at the line. And her shot is good. 5-point game here. Both teams in the bonus. 2:27 left to go. Tomczyk to Blevins, and it's stolen by Oling, who puts it up and gets it. We've got a 3-point game now, Simon.
Abby Malarski looking very
And that one goes out of bounds, caught by Coach Hupp. No emotion from what we could see from up here by Hupp, as anytime your coach catches the ball, it's not that good of a look. And
Abby Malarski seemingly really unhappy because she was wide open down court for both of those turnovers.
yeah, I can't believe this. At one point, seems like 30 seconds of game time ago, it was a 12-point game. Now we're down to 2. Or excuse me, 3 points.
And the Vikings maybe looking to get a little greedy here with
And
a 3.
The Indians somehow come up with it. And all the players coming up slowly there. It was Ferngren and Jaksic, 2 of the star players, as well as Jen Tomsic, too. And Jaksic able to walk it off. Seems to be in a bit of pain, but she's going to stay in. Try to do everything she can to help her team win as timeout is called. As both teams rattled up by that. Just under 2 minutes remaining as well. And the cheer squad getting people hyped up during the timeout. Oh, never mind. That sounded like it hurt. Could hear that one from up here. And I think, by the look it gave me, it looked like it hurt you to hear that.
Absolutely. Did not look like a lot of fun there.
Yeah, just a loud thud.
Absolutely, and back to the game now. Lady Indians up by 3, attempting to break the press once more.
And they got to get it across half court. And Jaksic nearly lost it. They call it out of bounds. Are you kidding me?
Wow. And
I mean, I know that LC should not be in the position to have to worry about that call, but that was a terrible call. Wow.
I will use the word questionable on that call.
That was, wow. I mean, I don't think anyone besides the people on the sideline have a better view of that than us in this gym. And that was, and now it's ruled a Valpo ball. Are you kidding me?
Wow, and what a turn of events from the refs here in the last couple minutes. Yikes.
Wow, and Jaksic gets the steal now with the fast break. Driving inside, puts it up, no good. Malarski gets the rebound. And a jump ball is called. I cannot believe it.
Coach Hupp maybe looking to challenge here.
I cannot believe it.
Wow.
And kicked ball. Lake Central's going to maintain possession. Wow. I mean, I understand being a ref is a very, very hard job, as you've got students and parents and players all chirping in your ears, but, I mean, come on. And whistle's blown, this time in favor of Lake Central. Seems like it's been a while. And after all that, a minute left. LC up by 3. Tomsic looking to extend the lead now.
Very nice for Lake Central here to be at the line and possibly extend their lead by a little bit, maybe make it a 2-possession game.
As Bolanle Ayangade checks in, as the refs are talking something over now. And the coaches are coming. And let's see what's going on here. And they're going to let Tomsic take the free throws. And the first shot's no good. And ball is nearly out of bounds there. And nearly lost there by Oling. Tipped. No good on the shot attempt. Valpo's got a foul here, and they do. I don't think there's a single person in here not on the edge of their seats right now, Simon.
Absolutely. The energy in this room right now is incredible and wonderful to see for this Lake Central team.
And that shot's good. Just what LC needed to make it a 4-point game.
And one more point here might even just put the dagger in.
And Johnson hits it. Valpo calls timeout. And both teams convening over by their benches, as Lake Central's got to make sure that they don't lose this within 44 seconds. Lake Central has not been behind this entire game. And just right there before the Essence Johnson free throws, that was the closest gap we've had since the beginning of the game, since the first quarter. So, obviously treading on some thin ice if you're Lake Central.
Absolutely. I thought the ice wasn't coming until later tonight, but here it is. Lo and behold. And
just a quick reminder, if you want more action like this, as I know this is a very suspenseful game, you could always check out our next game, which is the Lake Central Indians boys varsity team versus the Valparaiso Vikings boys varsity team. And Oling goes inside and gets it back to a 3-point game now. Clock keeps ticking. Johnson wants to get fouled. They won't. They got to get it across half court. They got to hurry here. And Malarski gets it, puts it up, and gets it to go.
Amazing look from Essence Johnson there.
And Oling's shot is no good. Malarski gets the board, and Essence Johnson driving, not fouled. Jaksic puts it up, gets it. That's the ball game.
And you can hear the excitement from this crowd right now.
58-51. The ladies win in a thriller. And that's going to be it for the first broadcast today, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you for the next one.